a group of European Parliament members meet with Taiwan President Ching-te on their 6-day visit to Taiwan. Lai makes clear Taipei wants more cooperation.
台海的和平稳定不只攸关印太安全，更是欧洲安全乃至于全球经济繁荣的重要关键。台湾有能力、有意愿，更有决心，成为欧洲最值得信赖的伙伴。
The president especially emphasized a need for unity amid threats from authoritarian regimes, as China vows to take Taiwan and as Russia's war in Ukraine approaches its 5th year.
面对中国威权主义长期的军事威胁、灰色地带侵扰以及外交经济胁迫等复合式挑战，我们有非常深刻的体认：民主国家唯有团结合作，才能够抵抗威权主义对外扩张，捍卫自由民主的价值，守护以规则为基础的国际秩序。
The head of the EU delegation, who's the chair of the European Parliament Taiwan Friendship Group, a group within the parliament that's supportive of Taiwan, echoed these thoughts, pushing for more cooperation amid authoritarianism and global uncertainty. He said the delegation is concerned about China's attempts to alter the status quo in the Taiwan Strait and criticized the massive military exercises Beijing recently launched around Taiwan.
We have strongly criticized the latest belligerent and aggressive posture that mainland China has practiced a week ago around Taiwan. This is as such a provocation and an unacceptable attitude that endangers the peaceful coexistence across the strait.
This meeting with President Lai is just one part of the delegation's agenda. They're also set to meet with government officials and academics, discussing topics like combating cyber attacks and disinformation, as well as trade cooperation and cross-strait relations. And they'll visit Taiwan's outlying Jinmen Islands, which lie just a few kilometers from China. The visit comes as many experts agree that Europe's relations with Taiwan are strengthening. One report said interactions between the EU and Taiwan increased 5-fold over the last few years. And several high-level Taiwan officials visited Europe last year, including Taiwan's Vice President Bi Kim-hsiao, who gave a speech inside the European Parliament building, the first time that has ever happened. This trip, experts say, is a continuation of those strengthening ties.
I believe that this visit, the first one in 2026, is cementing long-standing dynamics in relations between Taiwan and the European Union, where the European Parliament positions itself as the EU institution that is most proactive in forging closer ties with Taiwan, despite the lack of formal diplomatic relations between both sides in a number of substantive areas, including economic cooperation, increasingly security cooperation, people-to-people exchanges.
It also comes as, on the other side of the strait, Ireland's prime minister is on a visit to China. Micheál Martin met with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Monday. Ireland will assume the rotating EU presidency in just a few months, and Chinese state media is painting the visit as important for advancing relations between China and the EU. One analyst says the parallel visits show how Taiwan and China's strategies diverge when it comes to engaging with Europe. Taiwan places more weight on engaging with the bloc as a whole, whereas China often puts more emphasis on relations with individual member states. So, with developments on both sides of the strait, many are watching how relations between Europe, China, and Taiwan continue to play out. Eason, Chen, and Cadence Quaranta for TaiwanPlus.